listening to the Stupidity In Your Ear podcast. Here comes the stupid.
Welcome back to the podcast, the political hour. Sam, why don't you open us up? What did you think about President Donald Trump's reaction to the California wildfires when he tweeted this was the park rangers' fault for spending their money poorly? I forgot exactly what he said, but what did you think?
All of my thoughts on Trump stem from one thing, and it was his very aplomb tweet, very relevant to our culture, and that was when he tweeted "Confefe." And quite frankly, none of his tweets have lived up to "Confefe," so I don't care. So to answer your question, yes, "Confefe" was a great tweet.
Thank you, Kanye. Very cool. Anyway, welcome back, y'all, to the podcast. It is your boys, Lazy Eye and Scotty Boy. Welcome back to
I prefer Little Scots.
Little Scots.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, my dudes.
It is currently 30 degrees outside. I'm wearing a jacket, a long sleeve tee, and shorts because this is the Midwest. And Sam, how's the weather over there across the pond?
Just so British, so British.
That is so British, dude.
Yep, I know. Total British move. TBM.
Anyway, we're back from a little break. We didn't take a break, but I'm sure you guys took a break for Thanksgiving. Sam, How was your first Thanksgiving across the way?
It was not Thanksgiving.
Cool.
All right, tune in next week.
All right,
we'll be right back at you. It always takes us like 5 minutes to get into the swing of things.
The meat of it, the beef.
The Babe Ruth of podcasting.
Oh yes. Love Babe Ruth.
We should make this
your favorite.
Sammy Sosa.
That's your favorite thing of all time?
Yeah. He had the hair and the same name as me.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the reason that the U.S. is in so much trouble is because we don't have fair trade. Well,
and Bertram Russell is just messing everyone over,
Russell Brand's a great actor.
And LL Bean, what is up with LL Bean?
Oh my gosh.
Come on now. Why do you have to have two L's in your name? That's not even cool anymore.
Well, anyway, guys, thanks again. We're just going to quit doing this.
We'll just stop now, yeah.
Let's move into our first topic. Yesterday, it started snowing profusely in Wichita, Kansas. It was 60 degrees on Saturday, and then on Sunday, it was a bitter cold, and Kansas declared a state of emergency in the state. Really? And I want to say, there's a blizzard. They canceled school for pretty much every college. The Wichita was on the very outside of it, so we barely canceled any classes. But anyway, I was cooking eggs yesterday. You know how I do. It was in the morning.
Chefing up those eggs, my guy.
Yes, and I'm cooking them about halfway done, and then boom, power shuts off. And I'm like, well, that's a bummer because these eggs aren't done yet. So I was like, well, the power's not going to come on. So then I ate those raw eggs and I gave myself salmonella.
Woo! That's my manila right there. Salmonella.
My manila.
That's actually so funny that stove cut off in the middle of you cooking.
Yeah, so I puked for like 3 hours yesterday in a row, just getting salmonella game on. Was
it the same kind of salmonella as when you ate that raw chicken?
Yeah, so it was kind of like that, except that I ate 3 tacos worth of raw chicken compared to just 2 eggs of raw chicken. or raw eggs. So
But neither of those were as bad as our buddy Hillard when he ate that raw fish straight out of the pond. So
that was a classic time.
that was so classic.
People said they'd pay him. They never did.
Nope.
A good time.
Nope.
I think
That
he wanted
kid.
to out of his own.
Yeah, he
his own
did.
accord.
He did.
If you guys see Hillard, just know that man picked a raw fish out of a lake and bit it at the spinal cord to kill it and ate it. It was pretty gross.
It was one of the more graphic
gross.
things I've seen in a while.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome though. So
Hey, but convefe when you got a convefe, am I
yeah,
right?
I know, right? Thank you, Hillard. Very cool.
Very, very cool and very thumbs up, my guy.
So Sam, did you go Black Friday shopping? Do they have Black Friday in Scotland?
Yeah, they do actually.
Okay.
Which is funny because it's not like it's after Thanksgiving; it's just arbitrarily on a Friday.
Yeah.
So that was
Sick.
fun.
Did you go?
No,
That's lame. I went
I
for
am
the
a
first
lamey
time
boy.
this year.
really.
Lamey boy. Yeah, I've never been, and then my friends were like, "Well, let's go Black Friday shopping," and I was
Hmm.
like, "Well, I can't say no, so might as well go."
Did you buy anything cool like a convefe or anything?
I did not buy anything. I did all my shopping online. Oh, what are you looking at there?
Huh?
What are you looking at?
A television named
Oh,
Lauren.
Lauren's there.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, don't tell her I say hi. Anyway,
Alvin does not say hi.
anyway, I was going shopping and
Right.
I didn't buy anything. I did all my shopping online. Didn't spend any money, thankfully. So, anyway,
Good. Glad you didn't spend any money on Black Friday.
it was my first time going, and it was a shocking experience. Across the nation, actually, there were several shootings. Definitely. I mean, because there's always fights, but yeah, people got shot, which is like, why? I mean, I don't understand the premise there.
Calvin, you might not get the cheetah print handbag for 30% off. Of course you're going to shoot somebody.
It's like, why not, bring a gun so that you make sure you get the thing that you weren't going to buy anyway?
Well, and you never intend to use it. You say, I'm just going to bring the gun to scare people away from the cheetah print handbag. Like,
and someone gets shot.
Yeah. I mean, where else can I buy Red Dead Redemption 2? Except for Walmart for $50 instead of $60.
Yeah. It's getting in the holiday spirit of it all.
That is true. And because, the holidays are really depressing for a lot of people. So I guess if you have a gun, that adds to the allure of depression at Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, man.
So, Sam, what's been popping off in Scotland?
Mainly stuff like popcorn. That's really the only thing that kind of pops here. Sometimes hail, when it hails, that sounds like popping sounds.
Do you have to cook popcorn differently in Scotland? So, like, with altitude, you have to cook pancakes differently. Does that apply in Scotland with popcorn? Yeah,
when you're in the UK, everything is different. So popcorn, you have to actually pop one kernel at a time. It's a really extensive process. It just takes forever, and it's quite honestly not even worth it. So I just eat raw corn instead to get my sweet carbo load of the day. So yeah.
Sweet.
So I was thinking of something the other day, and
that's fun.
And then I decided to not think about that anymore, and I decided to remember the story that I would love to share. So one time, my brother Paul and I, we were driving along a road. What?
My computer just spazzed.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
Just turn on your essential oils. It'll help it to relax.
I have to cut that part out. Everything is falling apart.
The screen record?
No, my email just randomly opened and just took up the entire screen. And it showed that I definitely didn't order anything online and have a bunch of confirmation emails.
Okay.
Please do not judge me for that. What can you do?
I thought you said you spent no money on Black Friday.
Well, on Black Friday, I was shopping, online the whole week.
So you were buying stuff without the deals you would get on Black Friday.
Well, the application deals. And there's nothing like Black Friday shopping than buying 3 pairs of jeans from the same place just because, they're cheaper than usual. Nothing says Black Friday than that.
Nothing says Black Friday like way too many clothes.
Yeah, I bought an exorbitant amount of clothes, but you know what?
I think you mean exhibited amount of clothes.
Yes. Perfect.
Cool.
Anyway, you were talking about something. I'll be honest, wasn't doing the best job of listening. But go on.
That really hurts, man.
I'm sorry, my bad. Anyway,
apologize or not?
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you. No, my brother and I, we were driving along the road at like 8 a.m, I think, and we went through an intersection, and there was this beater car, like this really old car, like sitting in the middle of the intersection on the other side of us. So our lane was still open, and there was multiple cop cars around it at like 8 a.m. And maybe it was earlier than that. It had to be at like 7. And anyway, as we drove past, like a lot slower because the cops were directing traffic, we like looked, and there's everything, like a lot of stuff inside the car were strewn out on the ground. It was like covered with all these little things and trinkets, and I don't even know. But then, as we passed it, sitting in the back window of the car was this life-size, I guess like movie-size Chucky doll holding a knife with like blood on it.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, that was so like I don't know what happened, if like the car had been there since like 5 or 6 a.m. or something like that, but the cops were just getting to it, or I don't know, dude. It was messed up.
I'll tell you what happened.
We didn't see the people, but
that proves that the entire Chucky franchise is actually real.
Dang, I didn't consider that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So if you're listening, guys, if you have any dolls in your house, make sure that just make sure you're protected. I would say buy a handgun of some sorts. Go to a gun show or go to a family member and just ask for any type of gun. You don't need to be registered or anything for that. So that's actually pretty good. At least if you're in America, you can pretty much just find a place and you can just get a gun for very low prices. And again, with no background check or anything. And that's kind of what I suggest doing. So then you can
on top
protect yourself.
of that, the next step would be to start making your own ammo, because you don't want to buy ammo. That would be stupid. You're going to want to make your own. And then you're going to want to buy 300 more guns to keep your first gun safe, and also all of the small militia that you have on call. And then the next thing is you're going to want to build a bunker or a complex.
A nuclear fallout shelter of sorts.
But also so that all of your followers can have a place to live, and kind of like a safe haven from the world.
Yeah, like a group, a group that you're making, and
a big group.
You're like a leader. You're very charismatic.
Exactly.
You convince them to, abandon all that they believed in before and all the connections they have in this world.
Right.
And to just follow you and your new way.
Right.
Maybe
you have the right way.
Yeah. Maybe say like your way is the only way to get to like a higher standard
like a
of
really
living.
good place. Yeah. Like somewhere off in the future, probably after
and
death.
make it like because people are going to want to like, I don't know, like try to interfere. So maybe like a closed community where you can only talk to the people inside the community.
And
There's
then
no conversations outside of that.
Yeah, people are going to want like a way to like follow the right way. So you're going to want to like write maybe a manual or a worksheet or a book of some sort, so that they can read it. And you need to make sure that it's better, and first of all, you need to copy some of the traditions of other religions and stuff like that.
Pick it up on yourself,
Right. That'd be so hard.
Some of those, but change like minor details that kind of will influence your group, make it stand out.
Exactly, especially with the gun thing. Like you're gonna want to implement guns into the scriptures, and
but maybe have only a certain like smaller group control all the power and like
that's
wealth
a good idea.
Group, just so no one like tries to be corrupt or anything inside that group. And maybe make sure that no one can leave the group, just because like if they leave, then people are going to follow, and that's the whole point. Is like you want to make a group that's loyal. And that's just like minor stuff, but you don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Most of it works itself out. So
and maybe
you're gonna want a good name,
like governments.
Like,
Oh
you're
yeah, good
gonna
name.
want a good name for branding purposes. Like, just off the top of my head, Heaven's Gate. That's a
Sounds a
pretty
little
good one.
derivative.
What's that?
Sounds a little derivative.
Yeah, no, like this is like the type of name you're gonna want.
Yeah. Mm,
I'd say like Jonestown is a good name. It's short, it's simple, it tells you it's a town
sweet.
run
Yeah.
by. Yeah,
A guy
yeah.
named Jones.
hmm
Yeah.
hmm
There's
Yeah, those are just a couple things to like
just a
run
few
by.
things. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah,
All right,
cool.
so for this Christmas, what we're going to want you to do is invest just thousands of dollars into. Well, we're actually. Why don't we just leave from the front, Sam? Why don't we just start this kind of group thing,
Hmm.
and then people can just invest, you know, thousands of dollars at a time, maybe more if you're feeling more,
Maybe their whole life savings if
moved.
they're
Yeah.
really a good farmer.
Sell all their possessions and stuff
Hmm.
to us that we'll use the profits to benefit others. We won't tell you
Obviously.
why just because it's complicated stuff that you wouldn't understand, but
Yeah.
we'll take care of the bad type of stuff.
Exactly.
So why don't you just go ahead and hop into the link in our bio at our Instagram page, go ahead and buy some merch, and then go ahead and just send us the money directly. Sam, would you go ahead and give out your home address?
555 address avenue.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. So go ahead and just send those checks directly to that address, and then we'll just use those profits from there. And maybe tell your friends about this. Buy stuff for your friends to show like that you're part of this group, so that people can become more involved. That'd be perfect. Thanks, guys.
And at any point, if you want to be out, if you want to leave, that's totally fine. But just, we'll just need you to sign a couple documents when you start. Just legal stuff. It's just terms and conditions.
No one ever reads those because they're all just, nothing.
It's not like we're going to try and like manipulate you with the terms and conditions.
It's formalities.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but
perfect.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Thanksgiving. All right, next segment.
All right. Do you listen to Christmas music already? Oh, wait, I know you do because you sent us a Christmas music thing in like early October.
Yeah.
Was that September even? No, it had to be October.
No, it wasn't September.
You wouldn't.
It was October.
Yikes, still. I'm not really like, I don't know. Working, I've worked in a mall, and the mall played Christmas music 24/7, and it's like the same stuff. So like, they're like really popular stuff everyone plays. I just can't listen to anymore.
Yep.
Because it was just like, you work an 8-hour shift, and that's all you hear for 8 hours. It's like, you get home, and it's like, please. But you know what I gotta say? Justin Bieber, I love you, man. You have a great Christmas album. I'm gonna give some respect on that.
Some respect on his name.
Posty, we're waiting for your Christmas album. Anytime you want to drop that, that'd be perfect. Just let us know. Link in the bio for merch. I don't know how that's related, but
it's all connected.
I was sneaking. Who should put out a Christmas album? Would be Justin Timberlake. I would listen to that. That would be good. That would be very, very, very good.
So good. Yeah. You know who else? You know who else should do some Christmas music? I think they would be really good. Is Michael Bublé? I think he would have some really good Christmas music.
I don't know if it'd be popular enough. Just not a big enough artist.
But sometimes it's not about like being popular. It's about like just releasing Christmas music.
Maybe we should release some Christmas music.
I like that.
All right, guys. If you think we should release some Christmas music, let us know in those. Slam down in those comments. Let us know. Maybe buy some merch and then DM us that you bought the merch, and then give us your proof of purchase. Give us your credit card number, your information, just for
so that we can send you more merch for free.
Yeah, we're gonna need your social security number as well, just for credit card purposes. But then also let us know if you want us to make a Christmas album. We'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah.
I've been in the studio working on GarageBand today. It's been pretty lit. But let me just tell you, I can sing. What's that song? It's a Wonderful Life.
Beethoven's Knife. Oh.
What's that Louis Armstrong song?
It's What a Wonderful World.
Yeah, I've been doing an impression of him, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I think it's very good and very funny. It takes a while to get into character. It's kind of hard, but
just start going. Start rolling with it.
Okay. I can only really do like one line, like
That's
really
okay.
funnily.
That's
but
okay.
Let me try it. I see skies of blue, red roses too. I seen them bloom. So I've been working on that for just about a week and a half.
Bill Cosby is so good at singing.
It is. If you listen to that song, and it's better when I can hear it too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I crack myself up doing that. I make myself laugh doing impressions, and then everyone's like, "How you're the weirdest person."
Dude, I relate to that.
I love you, Miss Piggy. It's not easy being green.
Today we were laughing about. I was doing this impression of like an Eastern European person who like speaks English but not very well. I am going to go to the bar to have many beers.
Many beers.
I would love if you would join me at the pub too, so that we could have some beers.
Some beers.
It's not very good right now. It's one of those things where you have to hear it, but
maybe workshop it. Maybe workshop.
Yeah. What can you do? I mean, some people have the impression gene, and other people don't, and I don't. So.
Yeah. Well, neither do I. So.
I do have the reading books gene, though. So
okay.
I don't think I've ever talked about that on here.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about that. So anyway, guys, I don't know if you guys heard, but Sam and I went to a podcast convention the other week that we threw up. Everyone was wearing what we described as the podcast uniform, khaki pants, some chinos, a nice blue tucked in button down shirt, no label, nothing, just like the planned.
Yep.
Blue, and then a belt, some boots,
classic.
and and your mic, and so we are much better now than we used to be. So if you think so, go ahead and let us know in the comments.
Just drop down in. There was another thing I wanted to bring up today. So over the past few weeks, I've been writing down some quotes that a certain someone close to me has said, and I'd just like to read them out for you, and maybe you can guess who said these. Which one to do? Oh, this is a good one. So somebody mentioned that they like playing Risk, and this person said, "Oh, do you think they have Risk, but like the Scottish version?" Wait, there's more. This is a personal favorite of mine. "I think I gotta pee so much that I'm gonna throw up."
I feel that though. I feel that.
Yeah.
Train rides, airplane rides.
Yeah. And this might be the best one here. I'm just gonna read the whole paragraph. "Okay, so that girl over there definitely saw me smelling some books. I leaned into the books to smell them, and when I opened my eyes, she was staring at me through the hole of the bookcase, like direct eye contact."
So she was like going in for the smell, like eyes closed, like
Yep. Open the eyes. Eye contact like with a stranger.
That is awesome. Sick.
Quite awesome. Yeah.
That must have been Lauren, right?
Definitely it was.
"Couples who read together stay together." Am I right?
That's so true. Couples who read together stay together.
I just love curling up with my significant other and reading the book at the same time. And we just turn the page at the same time. It's like, babe, hurry up. You're taking so long to read this page. And then, after that, we just curl up by the fire and read another book. And that's all we do anymore. It's just read.
Yeah, because people who read a lot of books definitely talk like this.
Can you talk like this?
I'm so intelligent. I read so many books.
Babe, can you turn the page already, babe? That's my impression of guys who read.
It's either that or it's like, will you please turn the page for me, please, babe?
Babe? Babe? And you have to call your significant other babe because
yes, you do.
Television.
Because it's the law.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone signs a contract when they get into a relationship that says, "I will call my significant other babe."
I never have ever called someone babe unironically.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand. I don't understand that.
It's like essentially what you're saying is like, I really like babies. You really like babies. Let's have babies. So I'll just call you babe.
When we're married, of course. Right?
That's what it means. Conservatism.
Oh my gosh. So, anyway, Scotland, your first semester there is almost over. Give me a highlight reel.
Highlight reel of the first semester. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say first getting lit, second crunking up, third getting blasted in the feels, fourth relationship goals, fifth to steal a line from one of my favorite people, pizza is bae and bacon is food. And finally I'd say cheeky Nando's.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I can hear Lauren laughing in the background, so I'm sure it's funny.
There's a restaurant.
Love inside
here
jokes. I'll be a part of it someday.
There's a restaurant here called Nando's, but anytime I've ever heard a British person say it, they're like, let's go get a cheeky Nando's. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it makes
sense. I tried to discover what the word cheeky means.
Not a native speaker.
Yeah. Oh man, I have no idea. It's fun though. Seriously, a highlight reel. Okay, trip to Inverness, which is in the north of Scotland. That was really awesome. Definitely a highlight. Another highlight is just kind of the community I've found for sure. With Young Life and just a great group of people, honestly. What else? I've enjoyed classes. Theology and Bib Studs is really fun. I actually enjoyed doing the work, which I think is really cool. I have a lot of students I don't think really enjoy what they're doing, but I do. So that's cool. What else? Yeah, I mean, it's made me appreciate home more. I'm really excited to come home in like 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So yeah, that's kind of the highlight reel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Your highlight reel is coming home. Sounds like it's really great, dude. Man, that sounds so awesome. Wish I could be there. Man, I'm just so excited to come home. But it's awesome.
No, but it's great. But like, I'm dying. I'm dying. Somebody help me. Oh my gosh. Get me out.
That's awesome. Sick.
No, it's great.
Good.
It's great. Yeah, man.
Perfect.
Red roses too.
All right,
you are very good at singing, yes.
Ooh-ba. Ooh-ba.
Oh my
Ooh-ba. Houdini!
Houdini!
Watch online, which I'm so behind on uploading, so we'll see what happens. But I'm going to do my Tusken Raider impression with the actions. Perfect. Nailed it. Felt good.
You nailed it, bro. You nailed it.
I just felt good about it. I just felt good about it.
It just felt right,
Teeny.
Okay, so the other day, my mom was here. That was on the highlight reel as well. My mom, I got to see her and my younger brother, and also Jake and Chad Edwards. That was great. But she bought
Jake
some.
was on the podcast.
Yeah, he was.
To our Star Wars podcast, he was on there. Shout out Jake.
Shout out Jake. Anyway, she bought this like little box of like jokes, and there's some of the funniest jokes I've ever read. So I thought I'd share a few on here. Calvin, why should you be careful at Christmas?
Because of the increased number of homicides per year.
No, because there are mince spies about. Right, mince spies. Next one. How will Christmas dinner be different after Brexit?
I don't know.
No Brussels.
Not funny.
Oh, this is a really classic one. This one is classic. What do you call a man wearing trousers made of wrapping paper?
A rapper.
Russell.
I do not understand that one.
Yeah, no, I totally understand it. It's really funny. This one will get you. Two snowmen are standing in a field, and one says to the other, "Funny, I smell carrots too." It's so good.
That's actually pretty painful. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, I've got another snowman one if you're interested.
Sure.
What do they sing at a snowman's birthday party?
Frosty the Snowman.
Freeze, a jolly good fellow.
Puns are like the worst form of comedy. They're never funny. Like
joke.
they're never good.
Kind of joke. No, but this is joke cards, so it is funny, Calvin. Last one. What do you get if you cross a snowman and a shark?
Hammerhead.
Frostbite.
Yikes. It's just the lowest like form of comedy, just like making wordplay, and it's painful.
No, I agree with you, and I also totally disagree with you because I thought those were all really funny, and especially the Russell one. I don't get how you don't understand that.
Yeah, right.
So obvious. Russell and wrapping paper for trousers.
Russell Westbrook, football. He doesn't even play football.
Football. That's one thing that I have not kept up with in the slightest is sports.
Yeah,
Really?
In the United States have. I mean, besides KU basketball, but
yeah,
that's about it. Even then, I still struggle to watch the games.
Mm-hmm. It's not easy to access. I don't know. I just don't keep up with them. I've actually started watching a little bit of rugby, but I've enjoyed watching rugby when it's on, like at people's houses here. That's a pretty cool sport. And it's interesting because in the States, I think rugby has a connotation of like crazy big dudes just hitting each other, which is probably a little bit true. But in the UK, rugby is like a gentleman's sport. Like it's played with the utmost class, and everyone like really respects the ref. There's never any fights at games. The fans are always really composed, but it's like really fun. It's like tradition to like after you play, you take the other team out to the pub for a beer. Like it's like really interesting.
See, rugby to me will always in my mind be classified as just a brutality sport and one that I could never play.
Yeah.
Or sit through watching. Because just the stories you hear are just like the worst things about men in general. And I think, as someone who would walk onto the field and immediately die, I mean, it would be like, it's not like I'd just get injured. I think I would actually pass away. And, that's okay.
Well, having watched it a few times, like it's, the way the game functions, you don't end up with hits like in football or American football. Like you don't end up with like one-on-one collisions where you're like shoulder to shoulder tackling people. It's like everyone kind of moves around the ball together because the ball can't be thrown. And so like you just kind of end up tackling people. I don't know. I always thought it was like, oh my gosh, those guys are insane. They're going to kill each other. Like they're just football without pads, but it's not like that as much.
You should start playing.
No.
That's lame, but okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm a lame guy. I never claimed not to be, and I told you don't do a podcast with me because I'm not funny, and you said no, I'll be funny enough for both of us. So.
Now we all know that went very poorly.
Very well. There you are.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. Acting. Speaking of acting, have you seen the musical Seussical?
No, I have not.
Well,
but
let me tell you,
I am familiar with it.
it is actually flame. I was going in thinking I'm gonna hate this. It sounds really childish, but let me tell you, when the Cat in the Hat comes out, I'm like, man, I'm a child still. Hoarding Here's the Who, the works, you know.
Oh my gosh! I must apologize to the audience for laughing so much because that wasn't that funny, but it was very funny to me and Calvin as well because our good friend and past guest Hillard Cozine, he was in Seussical when he was younger, and
Which was
there are some golden pictures of him in stage makeup that are
yes,
so freaking funny, man.
yeah, it's outrageously bizarre, but it's fun.
Oh,
Oh man, have you seen the trailer for the new Lion King movie, the
No.
live action one?
what do you think?
Oh my gosh, unbelievable! It's like a shot-for-shot remake of the first trailer for like the animated one, which is really cool, and it looks incredible. I'm
Really?
very excited. Yes.
I was not ever really super excited for those, but this might be changing my opinion.
Oh, well, Lion King was far and away my favorite Disney movie.
Yeah.
I mean, still is. I mean,
Isn't
Tarzan's
Donald
good,
Glover
but-
in it?
yes. So Donald Glover plays Simba. Has a great cast, like one of the best ensemble casts I've seen.
Yeah, I've heard like really great things about the cast.
And James Earl Jones is coming back to play Mufasa. Yes,
So,
I almost blanked there, but yeah, which is like my dream.
that's high.
So I'm probably gonna cry like 12 times, but it's
as you
fine.
should.
When you come back, dude, I'm gonna have to not see you because I'm gonna be in the theaters the whole time because there's a lot of movies coming out. So
Yeah.
anyway, it was
And
nice
that's
to.
how I'd want it. So
Yeah, perfect.
everyone says face-to-face contact is not as good as Skype. So
Yeah. Okay. Did you see that they're making a PG-13 Deadpool re-release thing?
yeah. You mentioned it.
What are your comments on that? What do you think about that?
I think it's dangerous. In the sense of Deadpool's entire character, and the reason he succeeded for me was the fact that he was kind of so vulgar and like unlike every other superhero in that sense.
Yeah.
To be fair, some of the vulgarity was a little much, but honestly, that's what defined his character. And if they take that away, I think they lose something. To be fair, I also honestly my favorite part of those movies is the breaking the fourth wall jokes and being self-aware and making fun of all that. So if they can keep that in there, it might work for me. I feel like I don't know if I'd go to the theater and pay to watch the same movie again. I mean, I know it is a little different, but I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of feel pretty much the same way. It's like, why? But I'm also like, maybe they're doing it so that they can see if a PG-13 would ever work.
Yeah.
Just so he could fit, like a PG-13 version of him could fit in like Avengers.
Yeah.
Because they won't ever make Avengers R, which I feel like they could still make an R-rated Deadpool in freaking if Disney ends up buying Fox.
Yeah.
But they can't ever make an R-rated Avengers, and so if they make R-rated movies with Deadpool, but then make a PG-13 version of him in Avengers, they could be like seeing what's going on here.
Yeah.
But also the proceeds do go to some of them go to charity, so I'm like, well, that's good.
No, that's cool. And I just don't know how well his character would work as a side character. Like if he wasn't the main thing of the movie.
Yeah. Very true.
I don't know. I mean, it might work, but I feel like you don't want him breaking the fourth wall in Avengers.
Yeah, that might be uncomfortable, but funny.
I think it would be hilarious to watch.
It would be so funny.
I would love to see a satire of the Avengers movies.
Yes.
Made through Deadpool just making fun of everyone.
Yeah.
Like, that would be hilarious.
Yes, that'd be awesome. I'm not like the biggest like MCU fan, so it's like I don't really care about like that type of stuff. So like someone that like loves MCU is gonna be like, Calvin, you're an idiot. I'm gonna be like, well, tell that to my parents because they say the same thing. Love you, mom and dad.
You can join the club.
Can I come home or no? Just kidding. My mom and dad love me. I think.
Yeah, they do. They do. I was texting them before this, and they said they do.
Oh, sweet.
They wanted me to tell you that even though they're not talking to you right now because they think you're an idiot, that they do love you.
Sounds good. Perfect. Yeah. Let them know that I'm short on rent this month. I'm gonna need another $2,000.
Okay.
So
Do you want me
you
to
just
text him?
that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
will
just
do.
whenever. Just whenever.
Cool. Sounds good, man.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Do you? Okay. Yeah, I just turned the audio off. So do
Sounds
you
good.
have the money that you owe me?
The audio's off, is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, man, I
Okay.
don't.
Oh, really? Okay.
Remember when I said I went Black Friday shopping? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I was trying to make it sound like I had a good face on for the camera, but I spent just so much money. I bought 6 TVs. I bought 4 Xboxes, 2 PlayStations. I bought pepper spray for that night, but then I ended up buying more at the store because I was just pepper spraying people all the time without provoking me. I was the one that was trying to provoke fights. I was the one that shot somebody. It was a tough night for me, so I'm a little bit behind on paying people back. I owe this guy Drago like tens of thousands of dollars for this other thing. So like right now, I'll be honest, like you're not my priority for paying you back, and I mean that in like a nice way. Like,
So essentially, what you're telling me is you don't have that cool 5Gs.
yeah, and again, you said that the cameras and stuff are off.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm just gonna. That's totally okay. I'm just texting some guys. Oh no, yeah, okay. He did just get out of prison. That'll work. Okay. Yeah. What's your address again?
Yeah, let me just tell you. And again, the cameras are off and
Yeah,
the mic's off.
They're off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
mics are off.
It is 378
Okay.
North Pinewood Studios,
Got it.
Beverly Hills, California.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's okay.
Why did you do my address again?
Oh, just for tax purposes. So.
Oh, I mean, I don't really pay my income tax.
Hmm.
I mean, since the mic's off, I'm just gonna like let you know, like I don't really pay income tax or anything.
Oh,
I've been dodging that for like years. Yeah.
Well, then I really am not your biggest issue then.
Yeah. So, sounds good. Well, anyway, did you want to turn the mic back on? Just
yeah. No, I'll turn it back on.
All right, sounds good.
And
just let me know.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, it's back on. Yeah.
And we're back. Well, thanks, guys.
Welcome back.
We just had to take a quick break there. We were discussing stuff with our agent, I think.
Yeah.
Our agent was telling us like we're all in the clear money wise, and we're both in the black.
Got some things.
Sounds good.
In the cooking for you guys. So
yeah.
What's good? Sorry. I thought we were starting it over again.
Oh man. Well, that was fun.
Dude, I ate. Okay, so when my mom was here, she made some Thanksgiving stuff. We had like this cool little Thanksgiving dinner. It was fun. But she made like a bunch of sweet potato casserole, which is my favorite dish.
Yes,
and
so flame.
I just ate like an entire plate of that before this. I had to skip lunch, and I just freaking chowed, man. It was so good.
Respect that. Last night at 11 p.m., I was like, you know what I want to try? A lean cuisine. So I popped a lean cuisine in that microwave, just ripped that sucker open. Some steak and some mac and cheese. It was honestly so good. It might have just been because it was 11 p.m. and I hadn't ate dinner, but it was still so flame.
That is so funny, man. I love that.
Thank you. Wish I would have used that at the front of the podcast because no one's listening right now. But
I know. So
okay.
sad.
If you're listening right now, go ahead and just go to your local Dillon's, buy a bunch of lean cuisines, and pop them in the microwave.
Use our special discount code, Staying Lean for Life, and you'll get a little extra off.
Staying lean for life. Sounds good. Yeah, use that code.
You can just scream it at the checkout person at Target.
Yeah.
That's how they prefer to be talked to, is as if they were not a human. So
yeah, perfect.
What
I tend to do is like when it comes to people who work like registers and stuff, like when order gets messed up, or if I couldn't find the right thing, or if they make any type of mistake, whether or not it's their fault, I tend to just scream at them and say, "Why are you doing this? You're a terrible employee." And they're making minimum wage, so they deserve to be berated because they're not like real humans.
Yeah.
And so what I tend to do is I just scream at them and I yell at them and I throw things at them, and that way they learn and they gain character through that, because that's how the business world works. Is there's no second chances and there's no like room for error, so I tend to just like teach them that.
I tend to like view society kind of like the immune system, and the immune system only gets stronger by introducing germs to it, so that they can defeat the germs and therefore be stronger. So essentially, what I teach people in my society classes that I teach on the weekends is you need to be the germs of society so that society can grow stronger. You need to be the people that are on the front lines of being rude, of being antagonistic, of being not patient, in order to make the rest of society healthier. So that when somebody comes along that's terrible, like a Hitler, then society purges him. So
that's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, thankfully no one followed Hitler. So
yeah, that's we're getting into some dark waters here.
Yeah, so let's move on.
Let's steer the boat the other way.
Anyway, red roses too. Ooh, bah. Ooh, bah.
Ooh, bah.
No! my friend Alec today, I think he listens to these, so we'll see. He showed me this YouTube video where basically, so they have like Revenge of the Sith, and they translated it into Japanese, and they translated it back into English, and so everything.
Yeah.
The
bootleg version,
yeah. And then instead of saying no, Darth Vader screams, just like, I'm trying to think of it. I need to get this right. It's like, oh man, it's like not pleased with like the event. It's like something like that, but like shorter. It's like something like I'm not pleased with the way things went. It's so funny. And then like for some reason Sith transfers back as like West, so you always like, we need to destroy the West instead of destroy the Sith.
Oh no,
it's
that has some strong connotations.
It's hilarious. Good times.
The best one of my favorite one of those is I forget what the line is in the actual Revenge of the Sith movie, but it's essentially like, let's get this, or let's get started, or something. And the line in the bootleg version says, "Game time ready."
Good times. Oh, language barriers are hilarious, dude.
They're such a prank, dude.
Oh my gosh. Well,
man,
we're at about time.
We need to apologize for last week. For some reason, the audio messed up, and it cut out like 15, 20 minutes of the middle of the episode, and we have no idea why. So we're really sorry about that. Please do not stop listening just because of that. And I'm talking to the 4 people out there that do listen. We're really sorry. We'll make it up to you. Just send us your credit card information. We'll send you some free merch. So
yeah. Make sure the key part there is to send us your credit card information, and then we'll send you that free merch. Right. And the credit card information is just in case you want to buy future merch, just so that we know, like, we already have it, so we don't have to do like through all the the hoops and ladders and stuff.
The bureaucracy, all that red tape. Oh my gosh,
the red tape! Don't even get me started about red tape.
Golly.
Perfect. Well, anyways, perfect. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. I had fun this week, man. I really had a joyous time.
I'm in love with you.
How do you turn this thing off?